we don't have to parent. We get to parent. We don't have to do these things with our kids. We get to do these things. We get to be the ones to clip their toenails.
Yes.
And, wipe their messy faces and do all of the little mundane things that moms do day in and day out. And, it's part of motherhood, and it's a joy. You have a personal motto that I've heard, and I was reading this about you, and you say this, you say, do small things with great love.
Yeah.
Where did that originate? What does that mean? Tell us about that.
The quote is actually from Mother Teresa, and I took it kind of as one of my personal mottos when my kids were little, because I felt like my world with them was small, and there were so many things that felt like I was just doing again and again, and, feeding them, cutting fingernails, teaching kids how to get dressed, learning to read, things that felt repetitive and felt small in the scheme of the great big world. But I knew that by doing them again and again, I was making an impact on their lives. And I could choose to do them with an attitude of, being irritated or bored, or just being, having an attitude where I sighed and okay. Or I could do it with love and feel that it was something that was a privilege to be able to do. And so that's where it came from.
I love it. Just like we talked about in the first episode, I think, of, we don't have to homeschool. We get to homeschool.
Yeah.
We don't have to parent. We get to parent. We don't have to do these things with our kids. We get to do these things. We get to be the ones to clip their toenails.
Yes.
And, wipe their messy faces and do all of the little mundane things that moms do day in and day out. And, it's part of motherhood, and it's a joy to get to do those things with them. So it's adventuring with our kids as well. Even the clipping of the nails.
Yes. It is a joy also when they learn to clip their own nails.
Right. It is. Yeah. Well, and that transitions into the joy of our little girls, my little girls, coming and saying, Mom, will you paint my toenails? Will you paint my fingernails? And fun things like that, that again are just building those relationships and making those connections and building memories with our kids. Cause those are just the fun little, 5 minutes or 10 minutes to paint their nails, and you get to have fun little conversations with them.
Yeah, totally.
Just that little one-on-one time. The best is when they start learning how to paint their nails themselves. And they're so messy, and it's all over their fingers. And, and, an hour later it's already chipping off, but it's so fun. I mean, and those are some good fine motor skills that they're learning, right?
Yes.
When they're just learning how to try to hold that nail polish brush steady and get it right on their nail bed instead of all over their fingers.
I haven't quite mastered it myself.
Right? It can be tricky for sure. Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.